We have arrived at the final Archgun, the Velocitus. A very fine name, I must say. Velocitus. Very cool. This is a railgun that does impact, puncture and magnetic all in equal amounts, and it uses a charge-based firing mechanism, so the damage, crit chance and crit multiplier will change depending on how much you charge it. The damage is actually double of what you see here, because these are the stats for Archwing. It does double damage in atmosphere. The main blueprint is available from the Tenno Lab in your dojo, though you will also have to get the battle from Cephalon Suda, receiver from Steel Meridian, and the stock from Red Veil. Luckily, all of these are tradable, so you can simply get them from other players with platinum as well. I was never a big fan of the Velocitus. I always found it extraordinarily clumsy, but who knows, tastes change, so let's give it another shot and see if it's any good. Shall we? Oh boy, here we go. Like, the Velocitus, it does a lot of damage. I've always just had trouble making it feel good. Like, the stats are pretty dope here. Methinks we're gonna lean into like meme damage, just maximum damage with like Flare and Deadhead or something. Maybe Frostbite actually. Yeah, let's do Frostbite. Oh, that's merciless. Frostbite. You know how this goes. Actually, we're gonna use a different mod today, believe it or not, because... yeah, that is massive. 6.5x. That's wild. Our guns have a different mod for charge rate. Because... yeah, no, that's multi-shot, yeah. I don't know why. Oh no, I just realized the status doesn't go up when you charge the shot. Well, that takes Frostbite out of the question then. We don't have enough status to sustain it, so I guess we are gonna do Deadhead. And Venomous Clip. There we go. 31,000 damage. Wowie. We're gonna have to employ Harold right away, because he's the one who's gonna be stacking Flare for us. We're very much incompetent. We can't do it ourselves. There you go. It does look pretty cool. The Velocitus does look pretty cool. It doesn't feel... yeah, the stagger though. I hate the stagger. Damn, even the uncharged... yeah, even the uncharged shots are hitting in the millions. What about a charged shot? Ooh, 35 mil. Yeah, that's the that's the Velocitus, alright. Goddamn. 44. Oh, reload. Bonk. 29. Yeah, it hits hard. Like, you can't deny that. The Velocitus hits hardest. This used to be the go-to weapon for the Spider when it first came out, because even back then, if you modded it right and you ran like the correct chroma setup, you could absolutely one-shot the legs and the body on the Spider. This should theoretically... yep, just straight up one-shots the shield as well. Very good. Can we one-shot the leg? The answer is yes, with no buff, so you can do it on any frame now, which is fantabulous. Very, very good. This is why it used to be so popular, because you could do this, but you had to have like some frame buff. It was usually a self-damage chroma setup. What about the body? Absolutely fabulous. Like, even though I'm stumbling around and I'm talking and I'm trying to show things because I'm recording, I feel like this was a really fast run. Like, here comes the last leg. And boonk. And we dome it. Whapam. And that was... how long? 6... you know what? 6.5 minutes for a super casual run with a tanky frame, and I'm recording and like blabbering and stuff. That's really good. That is very, very good. Tremendous even. Nom 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 nom. Here is where the Velocitus usually fails though. Normal missions. I thought I would just use the quick shots and it would be better, because then I don't have to charge it and I don't get the stagger, but they have so much fall off. They're actually hard to hit with, not just headshots, like in general. I wish there was a way to remove the stagger. Like, even if it was a mod, like I would have to sacrifice a mod slot for it, I think I would still do it. Especially on the Velocitus. I don't know how I managed to do it, but I'm actually running low on ammo unless there's a pickup here. Nope, no pickups. Like, I thought that was going to be one of the perks of the Velocitus, very ammo efficient. Apparently not so. Get bent, sentient. Wait, what? Damn, I guess the Velocitus doesn't play well with adaptation, eh? Damn, 3 shots? Get out. No. That is disappointing. Ooh, Acolyte, hello. What about you? Bang. Almost. I'm pretty sure that was not a headshot. Oi, stop it. It's very rude. Like, it does more damage than before, but it's pretty much what I remember. Like, how did he survive that? Oi, come here. There you go. Great for a single target, however... I'm gonna try something a little bit different here, so let's override onto config B. I'm gonna try Crux. This should help with clear, because like with fully charged shots, the gas cloud should be doing insane damage. Should we do that? I think we should, just to make sure that when we proc something, it's gonna be gas. Yeah. Now that I can get behind. Alright, I can actually tolerate. Yeah, I can tolerate the stagger for this. Like, if it clears a corridor, I am willing to tolerate the stagger. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. It still hits like a freaking truck. So, not much of a change there. Yeah. This is pretty good. I actually kind of like this. I don't know if I would pick it necessarily over something like the Ayanga or the Grappler or the Larkspur if I had the choice for a normal atmosphere mission, but it's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I won't actually pick it for the Spider though. It's really good for the Spider. So, before we go over the builds, let's go over the other stuff first. I'm running Arcane Avenger on the frame for 45% extra crit chance. This is very good for pretty much all the Archguns, whether you're running Enervate or not, and I'm using Dispensary to sustain Hammo. Then, regardless of which of the two setups you end up running, you're gonna need either a pet or a frame that can reliably proc heat. Because even if you put heat on the Velocitus, it's gonna be very slow to stack up. It's gonna take you forever. It's gonna be annoying. Just use a pet like me or a frame. Now, for single target damage, I would run this build right here. This uses Deadhead for the headshot multiplier and Cascadia Flare for the base damage, as well as Prime Dual Rounds for multi-shot, Critical Focus, Hallowed Bullets and Parallax Scope for crit, Shell Rush for faster charge time, and then 3 elemental mods of your choosing. Doesn't really matter, it's gonna hit like a truck no matter what, but I chose Polar Magazine, Venomous Clip and Electrified Battle for corrosive and cold. However, if you want to do normal atmosphere missions with this, I would instead recommend config B, which uses Flare and Crux. Most of the mods here remain the same, so Prime Dual Rounds, Critical Focus, Hallowed Bullets, Parallax Scope and Shell Rush. However, we focus heavily into gas damage, so we actually get some AoE and we can clear enemies reasonably well. It's not gonna beat something like the Larkspur or the Grappler or the Kuva Ayanga, but it's better than nothing. And that, as they say, my dearest dudes and dudettes, is that. We are finished with all the Archguns, and we ended on a sweeter note than I had expected. The Velocitus isn't great for atmosphere missions. It's simply not. It cannot stand up to something like the Corvus Prime, or the Larkspur, or the Grappler, or the Kuva Ayanga. Hell, I probably wouldn't even pick it over the Imperator or the Dingus. But it's still decent enough with the right build, and more importantly, it is absolutely fabulous for the Profit Taker. It can one-shot everything without any Warframe buff, so you can run whatever Warframe you want and get it done nice and fast. Which is why, if you're interested in doing the Profit Taker, I would recommend you give the Velocitus a shot. It's not too shabby. And as always guys, I thank you very much for watching and I hope you have enjoyed the video. Additionally, I would like to extend a special thank you to all the channel members. Thank you very much guys, I really appreciate your support. It means a lot to me. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.